the channel for games, guides, and glitches. If you're a developer or publisher, feel free to contact me at the email, and to my regular viewers, please remember to subscribe, it really helps me out. Sunfall here with the new 360 discovery that I like to call the Rapture projects. So right here, these are the title IDs of Rapture Metro's DLC. And if we go to view the license of one of them, this is a RGH'd one, so it won't work on a 360. So what we need are the ones that are licensed, as you can see here, the console profile. And this program tells us which is which. The reason we need a licensed one is because this needs to be done on an actual 360. So you have the USB drive set up like so. You find the DLC from the 561 version, and then you copy it to the 565 version. For this one in particular, we have to copy the Korean DLC as well, which we don't own. We only own the worldwide. And as you can see right here, both have, when I get it, both have different IDs. So I'll put them next to each other. There you can see it. And both of them are both signed, which I'll show. And while I'm showing that, most of the time we don't have to do this. We don't need a file from the actual region stack. We can do it with just the DLC from the worldwide version if we own it. But this is one of those rare cases where we had to do it with both DLCs in order for it to work. And this is what I like to call the Rapture effect. Now, I didn't discover putting the DLCs into the other versions. That was someone who told me that, but I did figure out how to get a lot of the DLCs that didn't activate to activate, and that is the Rapture effect, because I discovered it first with the Korean version of Rapture Metro, which is what we're doing. So this is the DLC for Rapture Metro. I cut early to show you what to do, but this is me downloading it to show you that it's an actual downloaded version. So the console ID you saw, even though I covered it up, was my console ID. So once it's been downloaded, we can go back. As you can see, the Korean version is in the disk drive. And right here on the storage, you'll see the DLC for the worldwide went into its folder, and the Korean one is in the separate folder. So we want to move that file to the USB and put it into the Korean file like I showed earlier with the Korean DLC. The Korean DLC needs to be licensed, but you do not need to own it. You only need to have a file that is licensed for this to work. So you want to take the moved file, and as you can see here, this is a file that I put on just to show you what it looks like. If they're RGH'd, they won't work. So we need a licensed file. So you want to copy your file to the Korean version and the Korean version DLC as well to the hard drive. I'm only going to show you copying the one, but I have copied both just because the copy in progress takes forever. I went through and tested this with a bunch of games, and I wasn't able to test it with everything, but basically you just need the worldwide DLC, or in some cases, if you're from another country, the Japanese or the Korean DLC, and you put it into the file for the worldwide. To get the title ID, you just have to search online. There's plenty of message boards with the title IDs, or you could use Velocity to look at the files themselves. Like I said, not many require the Rapture effect. Most can just be done very easily and quickly. So here we have launching the game after we've done that, and this is what will happen. As you can see, I'm not signed in just yet. So now we just need to sign in. And once we've signed in, we can go to multiplayer. I haven't edited any of this, so that way you can see it all for yourself and know that I'm on an actual 360, not a modded 360 at all. This is all done on a regular 360, and this is the Korean Bioshock 2, as I've completed the worldwide version. So I will be level 1. But once it loads the DLC, it'll come up with saying that it's corrupted and may need to be reinstalled. This is what you want. And then you go to player lobby and you'll see the option to rebirth. And we can also go into a private match and go to the maps, and you will see they are all unlocked here. Now the cool thing about this Rapture effect glitch is that when you go into the system settings, we can now delete that Korean DLC file we had. Now I don't own the Korean DLC. I found this file online and it was signed. And this is what started me on the search for testing what games could and couldn't be done with it. As you can see here, both DLCs, we can delete the Korean one, which is the 667 megabyte one. The 660 is the worldwide. And from here, I will launch the game again to show you that now our regular edition DLC will work with the Korean version. Originally, it wouldn't work. It would give you a black screen, but this is basically the Korean DLC used as an unlock that unlocks your DLC to be able to be used with the Korean DLC. Took me a long time to figure this out. I spent a lot of time just on this alone. And that's why I call this the Rapture project, because of the Rapture effect. There's only 2 other games. One I haven't been able to test, but I'm certain that's the way it will work. And one that I have tested and proved that works, that use the Rapture effect. The rest of the games, except for one that doesn't work with this method, which is Mafia 2, which I have included still to show you. They all work with this method, taking the DLC that you own from one version and putting it in the other version. And I will go through them. In the description, I will also list more info about this to explain it. So right here, as you can see, it won't come up with an error. And we can go to player lobby. Now, I've got no one to play with, unfortunately, and I've got to find a boosting group now for this. But we can go into a private match, and I will even launch a DLC map. And as you know, I only have my worldwide DLCs installed, and you'll see that it loads and plays the match fine. The match will be by myself, and I was going to play on Fontaine, but then I remembered the easiest way to play a match would be go to the Atom Grab. And then I decided to change the map to Dionysus Park. And basically, you'll see me
There's no turning back the tides
just
now.
run around for 3 minutes to show you that it all works with no problem.
claim that little sister!
Welcome to the cause, sister.
Enemies for as long as you can.
Put me down!
Victory is on the horizon.
Please stop!
You're a rebel girl. You're a rebel girl.
He's gonna hurt you so much!
You're on our side now!
Mr. Bubbles!
They're gonna have to meet our demands now!
You're in big trouble!
The fighting's almost over. We're gonna end this fight, sister!
Put me down!
Victory is on the horizon!
Hands off of me!
The fighting's almost over. We're gonna end this fight, sister!
No fair, no fair!
You're a rebel girl, you're a rebel girl.
The day is nearly yours!
Don't hurt me!
They're gonna have to meet our demands now!
Let me go!
You're on our side now!
Hands off of me!
You're a rebel girl, you're a rebel girl.
Yours!
Get back!
You're on our side now!
And as you can see there, the match completed, and we're taken back to the lobby. Now, I purchased DLC for Dragon Age 2 to put my own money forward in testing. These don't require any extra license, but the worldwide license, which is still on sale on the Xbox One store. As you can see here, this is me purchasing them, just to show you. This was a recent purchase because I wanted to test if it worked. And I did get someone that gave me the files for Dragon Age 2 JP, and thankfully it wasn't a Rapture effect. So thank you to that person that borrowed me that so I could test that. As you can see, that's all the DLCs bought on my Xbox One, and then I switched over to the 360 and downloaded all 3 of them. As you can see right there, I proceeded to move them over already. As you can see, this is the Japanese version. It has some save games from my Japanese account. And right here I will launch the Japanese game. The loading screen does take a while, but like I said, I didn't want to edit anything because I wanted you to see that it's not a trick and an actual thing that works, and I wanted to go through and show you what it works with. I don't know the limitations on the achievements because, as you know, Dragon Age is a pretty long game. All I did was go through the tutorial so that way it would load up. And once it does, you will see the DLC missions pop up. And they also show you the premium content missions. So as you can see there, those are the new missions showing up. The memento of the past even shows up in English. And then if we go into the journal, the premium content missions are just down there. And when I click on them to open it up, as you can see, we have premium content missions, which is the DLC missions. Dragon Age 1 works with the DRM-free DLC, which means the disc that you get in the worldwide version. So again, I've gone ahead and moved the files over so you don't have to see that, but I've also put in the Blood Dragon armor. Now the Blood Dragon armor isn't needed for DLC, it's just to prove that it works. As you can see here, I'm even prompted for an update. That's how you know I'm connected to Xbox Live. As I said, I went through the tutorial already, just so that way when I load up, you don't have to watch any of that. So as you can see, we've now loaded the game. Wrong menu. So right here is the Blood Dragon plate, which is the Blood Dragon armor from the DLC, as you can see, and the description's written in English. Quite an interesting thing that, but it works. So that's all the proof that we needed. King's Quest is the second Rapture effect. Thankfully, the Compat packs are still downloadable because they were free, and that's what's actually required the most to set this in effect. So I own the complete collection. I didn't buy the other one because I got confused by them in the store because there was two of them at the time. So right here, as you can see, the compatibility packs 1 and 2 for the complete collection, they show up as free, so they're easily able to still be installed, as free things still do work from the store, except for demos or things you have to buy for, but free DLC works. And as you can see here, this is the other version of King Quest, which has the compatibility packs, and I haven't purchased any of the content except for the first episode, which was free. And now I'll go over to the hard drive, where I've pre-moved over everything, just because King's Quest is a huge one. So as you can see, the 2 compatibility packs, and then the compatibility packs from the other, and these are the episodes from that version, the complete edition. And just to show you again, I'll go to the store to show you that I don't own any of the episodes from this version. I only completed the first 1000G, and then got confused on which version was which and bought the wrong one. As you can see here, the season pass, I don't own none of the episodes, and I'll play it from here so that way you can see I'm not using the other version. As you can see here, when we click on chapters, I can play, well, I own them, and then if I go to play, I can play them. So I'll continue chapter 2. I haven't actually played chapter 2, I just, when I was testing it, clicked on play. But I'll go through some of this until I get to the part where I can move, just to show you that it all works.
Scarlet Sun 867. Deep to hello. Let's set up. I approve. I'll deal with the goblins.
Yes means no.
Which cop? Addendum. Oh, I think.
Oh, we.
There's been a slight problem. The trolls are request. Do you smell syrup?
And here, right here, as you can see, I can move around freely, no problems whatsoever. This can work in reverse. I did this with the Sleeping Dogs JP DLC with the worldwide version. Since the power release is region free, that was what I put into my Japanese Xbox 360. This is the Japanese Sleeping Dogs DLC and my Japanese account, so it doesn't own the DLC to the worldwide version. Technically, it's not reverse if you're from a country that owns those versions, but I still wanted to show you that it is possible from those regions as well. Although I only tested it with Sleeping Dogs because that was all I was capable of testing it with. As you can see, I haven't played this before. And as you can see there, Nightmare North Point and the New Year DLC show up. The New Year DLC shows up strangely, but it still works. As you can see, I can click on it, so I could go to new game. And right here, they both show as installed. And if I exit again, I'll go into the other DLC and I'll launch that one just to show you that it will load the Japanese DLC no problem. As you can see, this is the other one. Nightmare in North Point. And if we go to the downloadable content, you can see it's installed. And we can go to new game. And as you can see here, launches fine.
Sea. Terror of the Far East.
Hey, buddy.
Don't let him get away! I'll try to head him off!
And you can move around, no problem. Mafia 2 failed the test. It does require the Japanese DLC. I tried both the worldwide and the EU DLCs. As you can see, they're installed here. This is just one of the DLC tests. As you can see here, if I scroll down, the DLCs are registered, but when you click on it, it doesn't lead anywhere. It just puts you back at the main menu. Overlord Jp, I only own the Challenge Pack DLC, but without a boosting partner, I was unable to fully test it. As you can see here, that's the challenge pack that it says is installed, and this is the Japanese version, as I'll show by opening up the achievements. And it will even let me play the legendary version, which I'll do right here just to show you that loads up no problem. There's a reason why I'm showing you these load up with no problem, and you'll see that at the end with one of the tests I couldn't fully do, as I didn't have the files. I believe it's another Rapture glitch. And as you can see, loaded up fine, can move around. So Magna Carta 2 JP worked with the NTSC DLC, but I was unable to test NTSC version due to owning the DLC for that version. So the only versions that I tested was the Japanese, the Korean, and the PAL region. So as you can see, this is the Japanese region, and the DLC inside the folder right now is the NTSC version. There are 4 versions of Magna Carta 2, and it's one of the focuses of my test. Right here I'm prompted for an update.
このためだったんだ。やっとわかったよ。
So we'll press start. And when we go into extra, you'll see live drama is available, and we can watch the live drama movie. As you can see, there is no achievements unlocked on this profile.
Did you get a good night's sleep, everyone?
How was I supposed to get a good night's sleep? The room was covered.
But you know, the weather today... Hey... How...
Maybe we'd get our old Zip.
Hey! Silence, peasants! You dare make such insolent remarks in my presence?
Here we go again.
And as you can see, the achievement pops. And that is for the live movie 1 watching on the Japanese DLC with the NTSC version. Both PAL version and Korea read the DLC, but no matter what I tried, refused to unlock that achievement. I will include one of the attempts for both of them so that you can see I went through the entire movie and didn't get the achievement. I'm not sure of the reason. Maybe someone else might be able to figure it out, but no matter what I tried, I could not get it to unlock.
But you know, the weather today is really nice and...
Zeffy!
You... Hey, oh.
Maybe we'd get our old Zeffy back if she hit her head again.
Oh, I see. Hey! Good.
That... And...
Let...
We...
Silence, peasants! You dare make such insolent remarks in my presence?
Here we go again.
And as you can see after that, no achievement popped. I'm not sure if it's an Xbox Live issue or what it is. But if we go into new game, there is something cool I can show you that we can still use with this DLC. Because I do have a theory that maybe you've got to complete the game before it'll unlock those achievements. But each version could be different. You don't know why they don't want to unlock. This is the Korean version, as you can tell. And as you can see right here, in our inventory, wrong selection, in our inventory, we can at least still use the OP weapons, even if that achievement hasn't popped, so that's still a bonus. I'll show you doing it with the PAL version.
But you know... Hey, how...
Maybe we... Hey! Silence, peasants! You dare make such insolent remarks in my presence? Here we go again.
And again, we had another situation where no matter what I tried reinstalling profile, etc. Nothing worked. It wouldn't unlock. But again, if we go into new game, as you can see, it recognizes the DLC because the downloaded content gets added. And if we skip the intro and the talking at the start, I'll be able to show you. Even in this version, we can still use the OP weapons. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure on the reason these two refuse to unlock the DLC. There might be something that I'm not doing, but depending on what DLC you own, your results may vary in these games. But two things, I want to say thank you to all those who sent files for me to test, and I was unable to find the files for Tomb Raider Underworld Jp, unfortunately. But I still tested it with the Worldwide DLC, and I think with the correct files, it's another Rapture effect that will work. If I'm able to find the files for the Tomb Raider Underworld Jp, I'd be able to properly test, but this is just to show you what happens when you use the Worldwide DLC, and why I theorized that it would be another Rapture effect glitch. And as you can see here, we can go down to downloadable content, and we can go to play mission, and it registers the DLCs. Just when you play them, it may freeze on loading here, or you can get to the weapon selection, and then it'll freeze. You can get to the character selection, and then it'll freeze, but it never gets past that. Why I am trying so hard to get the license files of the JP DLC so I can just test the Rapture effect. But as you can see right here, I was going through the characters, and it froze here. So again, I want to say thank you to all the people that sent me files to test the Rapture effect. Enjoy the discoveries and the achievements. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.